Hello, hello. I'm off to see the wizard. Yep. I'm with Waylon, Willie, and the boys. Well, Waylon's gone. Willie looks like he could be going any day now. And I don't know if all my bees are going to be gone today or not. We're making the rounds, guys. I'm taking you along. Hopefully there's no carnage. But if there's carnage, you'll witness it. So, thought I'd just give you a heads up. Hazy today. Wow, look how hazy it is. Is this sunny Florida? Or wait a minute. Could this be mosquito fog trucks? Mosquitoes are bad right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna change the scenario by carpet bombing this friggin' state. Oh well, you heard my rant yesterday. I hope I don't have to rant again today, but I may. Mosquito head honcho never did call me yesterday. The secretary, I talked to two secretaries, they were gonna have him call. And they seem quite concerned. I told them my bees are dead, or dead and dying. I need to talk to somebody. I want to find out if there's any help here, financial help here. I thought they were going to poopy in their panties. We'll see. We'll see who's going to poop in whose panties, because I don't want to eat this screw up. And you don't either. So I'll see you on the waterfront, heading that way. I got about, I don't know, 6 miles to go that way, south. Then I gotta come up here, and I got 2 locations straight ahead. Yeah. And then I gotta go north all the way to Weeki Wachee Preserve. See what, that's Hernando County. All these bees we're gonna be checking are in Pasco. See you soon. Okay guys, I'm down here on the waterfront. Absolutely fantastic beekeeper's dream. I'm in a beekeeper's dream, guys. What can I say? What can I say, guys? I've been doing this for a few years now. I think this is my 62nd year. And when I tell you I'm in a beekeeper's dream, just believe it, okay? Now, last time I was here, these bees look good. Look at, they're already out here on the side of the box. Look at here. Look at here. These girls, these baby girls, are just chilling. For whatever reason, they haven't killed these bees. They just haven't sprayed. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is, guys. Look at them. Look at them, guys. Look at this. Little brood in here. Little brood action in here. This girl's looking good, guys. They're a little light on food, though. I brought guys a feeder with me, but the problem with this feeder is it's a gallon feeder and it's tight. I'm gonna be able to get it in here. I'm gonna be able to get it in here. But they're hungry. We're in between flows right now. They're hungry, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna feed them. Yeah, I'm gonna do them alcohol wash too to see where we're at here with this. Yeah, want to see where we're at. These bees look good. I don't have any issues here with these bees. Yeah, they're looking good. Heck yeah. Yeah, they're light. They still got a little nectar. There's still a little coming in, guys. Still a little bit coming in. All right, I'm gonna go get a feeder and put on this thing. We're gonna have the same scenario over here in this hive right here. Same scenario. For sure, guys. For sure. Yep, for sure. All right. Yeah, okay, guys. That yard looked good. Thank God. Thank God. At least I got 2 beehives. They're double stacked. They're a little light on food. Of course, the cabbage is winding down. There's still some cabbage, but they're struggling to get it. They're having to fly probably pretty good distances. But I put a feeder on one and gave it a half a gallon. The other hive had plenty of stores on it, not enough to steal. But yeah, these bees can crash right at the last second. You get right up by a honey flow, start up, like the Brazilian pepper I'm going for next. They could take a nosedive in a hurry, and it happens quick too, especially when you have really strong colonies like these 2 are right here. I've already robbed resources off of these to make nooks, and a couple weeks back, no, a month ago, not a month ago, yeah. All right, let's go to the next yard. These next 2 yards have been disasters, so. I was telling the homeowner here about the situation. He says, man, this sucks. He says, you got my permission to call the news crew. If you want, call Fox News, bring them in. Explain to them what they're doing, because this isn't right. He said, we see fireflies all the time. I said, no, as far as I know, they killed them all. I said, when I was a kid, we didn't have electronic games like the kiddies do today. We did stuff in nature. We go hunting and fishing. And sometimes at night we sit out there and just watch the fireflies. It was like watching fireworks when we were kids. Them are all gone, guys. Them are all gone. And my question is too, the mosquitoes are bat food. We have to have bats. Why isn't there, guys, if they're wanting to have mosquito control, do it biologically? Did anybody take a biology? Did any of these turkeys take a biology course in high school? I did. It's the only class, guys, that I succeeded in. The rest I failed. They gave me a high school diploma and said, "Please leave, jackass. You're killing us." So they gave me a high school diploma and I left. Yeah, freaking amazing, isn't it? Killing all these creatures. And oh wow, guys, the little children, as the schools are open now, I got behind a school bus. There's a whole pile of it. Must be another round of them. Startup time on another round of them. The whole pile of kids back there waiting for a bus. So yeah, my homeowner here was not happy, but he was sure glad. He was not happy about the stories I'm telling him. He should call the news crew, get them in here, let them know. People need to know this stuff. They're in the dark. These mosquito control people are a joke anyway, so they're not even putting a dent in these mosquitoes. And the homeowner's walking around, guys, out here in shorts, flip-flop, and no t-shirt on. He's not scared. Anyway, it just keeps going. You know, another thing with these bats too. What about bats? These mosquitoes live on, these bats live on mosquitoes. Wow, it is unreal, guys. If they want to do a biological gimmick, why don't they just put out bat houses? Put out 10,000 bat houses along the coast here. make some bats. And they're probably going, oh, Steve-O, they carry rabies. Oh, oh, kiss my ass. They've been around for millions of years, bats. Are you kidding? That's what they'll tell me. I guarantee you that's what they're going to tell me. And I finally figured out what's going on with these preserves over here, guys. This one is close to my house. I finally figured it out. Yeah. Finally figured out what they're up to, guys. These sneaky people. Because I could, for years, guys, for years. This has been going on 6-8 years. I've been asking them. I need to get in there. I need to get in there. Oh, I don't know. We'll get back with you on that one. Yeah. Wishy-washy. Real wishy-washy, guys. Yeah, just really deceiving stuff. You can tell when you're talking to a person and whatever, they're lying to you, right? Very sneaky. The whole trick is these preserves are 6,200 acres. I keep telling you right over here that'll be another gold mine for Steve-O in April and May only. Pull my butt out and get down to the waterfront. I would target at that site saw palmetto and gallberry. That is a excellent table grade honey. I could sell buckets of that stuff. No, they won't let me. They want to push me further 9 miles east, like I told you. That put me another like 15 miles with this stupid left-wing gas prices. Who's gonna do that, guys? Think about it. Fuel runs everything. Crude oil runs everything. This whole green agenda stuff is bull crap, okay? Come into Steve's green world, bee world, okay? That's where you need to be. You don't need to be with these left-wing jerks that don't know if their asses are punched or bored. That's the whole deal, guys. These preserves are next. This preserve I want to get into, there's housing developments all around it. Well, they're swamps, guys. There are swamps out there. But where they want to push me further east, there's no houses. So guess what, guys? They're gonna bomb blast that preserve over there I want to get into. That's the reason. That's the reason. No one ever came clean and told me. I had to figure it out on my own. That's the reason, guys. Phony people. Oh, they could say, well, we mosquito spray out there and we don't want to kill your bees. And then I'm gonna say, and then they know I would say, WTF? Yeah. Why are you using a product that's gonna kill honeybees? See, they can't let the cat out of the bag, but I can, because you're killing my flipping bees. I don't know if you guys could tell if, you know, if I'm pissed off or not, you know. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna put my Geronimo face on, yeah, real soon, I think, real soon. The head honcho, like I just told you a bit ago, he's not calling me back. He's scared. His panties are puckered up, I'm telling you. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna quit talking to you before I get in a car wreck here. And I think they said don't be talking on your cell phone while you're driving. And it'd probably be doubly bad if I'm running a YouTube video while I'm driving. Yeah. That might be really bad. I'll see you at the other yard. Yeah, I'm at this little park here, guys. They're all over Florida, these little parks. Little playground for the kids, some little hutches, some barbecue pits. Kayakers like this spot here. You got, this is like a little kayak launch. Yeah. Their water pipe, they ought to do something with that before it breaks. But yeah, look at the little fish in here, guys. I don't know if you can see them. See these little fish swimming around in there? Yeah. little mud minnows, fish, all kind of varieties. Guess what they live on? Guess what they live on, guys? What have I got? Oh, advertisement for Dunkin' Donuts. I like their coffee, but I never eat their toxic donuts. But yeah, the little fish are in here. We haven't killed those yet. We haven't starved them out. I would think years ago when I'd come down these places, especially when I was a kid, before all this mosquito carnage stuff they're doing, the water was alive, guys. It looked like, I'm not kidding, it looked like you could walk across the mullet. Look at the mangroves, guys. This thing snakes around here, goes up around these. I mean, I'm on a coast here, guys. My bees are right over here. This 1 yard I've got, actually 2 yards I've got, are right over here. Had 10 colonies. We're down to 5 colonies now. They've whacked 5 for me. Yeah. Phone hasn't rung yet, guys. I've had the phone on right here. Phone ain't rung. Yeah, Pasco County mosquito control people are all puckered up right now. They don't even want to talk to me. Here's some white mangrove seed pods coming in. I just took some black seed pods from over there. You know, that last video or two back I did, I showed you guys the red seed pods. They look like a pencil, got a pointed one in. I put them in a pot, guys. I put them in a pot at the house. They're branching out already. I'll have to show you that at the house. It's pretty cool. And it's just in normal potting soil. You know, they drop. They're like pencils and they drop. This isn't. Well, here's some right here. Here's some right here. This is red mangrove right here, guys. See these pencils? Yeah. And they're about ready to drop. They're getting really weak here at the stem. Look at these long pencils here. I'm going to get a few more and put them in pots just for giggles. Yeah. Actually, guys, there's some bloom there. It looks like it's just finished. The bloom just finished. This has been lingering on. The mosquitoes are biting me down here. But it's my choice to be here, right? I could put some deep woods off on, or I can put some, take a thermocell. I could put 2 thermocells on, one on each hip. I wonder if the park will mind if I take a couple. This is probably illegal. Guys, this is probably illegal. Now see this knobby thing at the top? See, these are drying up, so that's fine. But this big knobby thing here, guys, this pops off. You shove this pencil point in the ground, the roots take off from that, right there off of that little tip, pointed tip you see there. Yeah. Yeah. And these drop straight down. The way nature's done this, they just drop straight down like this. That one didn't stick. But the normal thing is they drop straight down like so. And all they gotta do is touch the dirt. And up comes a mangrove rainforest right here. Look at it. I don't know how fast these grow. I don't know a heck of a lot about them other than you can make honey with them. But look at this terrain, guys. Look at this terrain. There's some saw palmetto here. It's still, these aren't blooming, but they are around here. There's still some blooming. Yeah, it's winding down. But by the time this toasts out, look how tall they can get. Look how tall. That's 50, 60 foot in flipping air, guys. But they stalk out and they get millions and millions of little black berries on them. And they just rain all over the place. And I'm sure birds pick them up and move them around. I was squirrel hunting one time in the woods. And I was sitting there real quiet. And I seen this coon. He comes sneaking along. He didn't see me. He just comes sneaking along, and up he goes. He looked like a lumberjack. He was going on up that tree. He comes up the top of the tree, and the tree wasn't much taller than this one right here. This one right here. But, you know, what is that? 15 foot maybe. It was hilarious, guys. That thing was stalked out. Well, here's some over here. You can see stalked out here. I don't know if you can make it out or not. Right up there with my fingers pointing. Right up in there, you got stalk. There is thousands and thousands of berries on that. That little coon, he came up there, guys. He walked up and crawled out of that, and he set his butt down to the dining room table. And he sat there just picking them off with his little hands, putting them in his mouth. He entertained me, guys, for the longest time. He really did. He sat there for, I bet you, over half an hour loading up on that. And as I'm slipping around, walking through the woods, I'm seeing coon poop all over, and it's jam-packed. That coon poop was jam-packed with them cabbage palms. Here's some really hefty ones right here. Look at this. Look at this one, guys. This is probably the kind that I want to take. These big hefty ones. Look at this one. Wow. The size of that one, guys. Yeah, this top will pop off and you got green leaves that come out and split. That's enough. I'm not going to take more than that from nature. That's enough. We'll put these in a pot and watch them grow. I'll keep you posted on these. You might like that. Yeah. So anyway, I just had me a cup of coffee and just left my other place over there. Boy, that was I wanted to go there first because I, guys, thought for sure, and I was right, that we don't have carnage over there. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Just try to watch over me, Lord, because I'm up against some very evil forces. And you guys are probably laughing and giggling like, Steve, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. No, I'm not at all, guys. But I know corruption and greed when I see it. And right now we have a flippin' mess in this country. An absolute flippin' mess. Let's go to the next yard before our blood pressure goes up. I haven't made it to the other yard yet, guys. I went and got that coffee. I was just sitting here having coffee, you know. We're looking over the mangroves. And I seen a guy right here. I put a card on his box, actually. He's right at the end of this road here. Just before the park. He's right at the end of the road, guys. He's in a stilt home that he built himself. He's an environmentalist, guys. I just pulled up. He was talking to a bicycle guy here. And I pulled up and he said, "Can I help you?" I said, I introduced myself. I said, "I'm a beekeeper." He said, "Are you the guy that has bees at John's?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh God, I got your card." And the bicyclist guy, ears perked up. He said, "Can I get a card?" I said, "Sure." I gave him a business card. Those business cards, guys, is what's helped me big time. Make you up a nice little business card if you want to do what I'm doing. I just landed another beehive location, guys. Just landed another beehive location right here in a beekeeper's dream gold mine. Unbelievable. The man's looking out for Steve-O, guys. I'm telling you, he's looking out for old Steve-O. He was asking me all kind of questions, and I told him the situation. He goes, "Oh my Lord." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We need honeybees. We also need mosquitoes." He said, "What do you do for mosquitoes?" I said, "Deep woods off, long sleeve shirts, pants, and thermocells. That's it. That's as tough as it gets. Leave the mosquitoes for the bats, fish." Yeah. He said, "Well, what should I do?" I said, "Well, what you should do," I said, "Are you going to let me?" He said, "I got your card," and he said, I was going to call you. I just haven't had time. I was going to call you and say, yeah, it'd be cool to put bees here, but this area gets wet. It gets, and I said, listen, I have a system for that. I have concrete blocks. I jack them up. All I got to know is when is the peak. Where is that peak water at? Where does it end up? That's all I need to know, that elevation. I'll get my bees above that elevation. This ain't rocket science, guys. This ain't rocket science. He said, you're welcome here. I said, well, I got to rebuild my whole apiary now. The stupid county has knocked down my resources to about nothingness. And I'm fixing to go over here, guys, and just, I hope the Lord's with me, guys. Because if these are all toast, I'm going to have to come back from little to nothing. And I can do it. I built up a 200, I don't know, close to 250 colony operation. It took me about 2.5 years. And I did it with 2 hives, guys. I did it with 2 hives. Yeah. And I did it with walk-away splits. I did buy some queens to kick things in high gear. But that's pricey, guys. That is pricey. I used to buy queens out of California. They were called, maybe you guys are familiar with it, and I don't even know if they're still in business. It was called Wooten Golden Queens. Some girl ran that operation. She made some beautiful queens, great big, fat, yellow-butted Italians. Them bees worked their heart out for me, guys, back in the day. Anyway, that's another whole story. But I just want to let you know, I just landed, old Steve-O just landed another location. And that guy right now, guys, is on the horn as we speak, calling mosquito control and tell them to shut down. I want you to shut down all mosquito spraying and fogging operations on this road, on this old post road. I live at the end. I do not want to see a helicopter or a fog truck. Thank you, Lord. Okay, guys, I'm at this yard here. I don't know what I'm going to be looking at. Look at these piles. Look at these piles, guys, of dead bees. Look at these piles of dead bees. Look at that. I don't see bees flying here, guys. I don't see any bees flying here. Not many. I don't like the looks of this at all, guys. They're here, though. Yeah, they're here. Okay, they haven't killed them out yet. Maybe they've stopped. Maybe I got these people puckered up, but these things ought to be bearded out of these holes. These, you can see, can you imagine? You can freaking imagine what's going on. Look at the bees. Look at the bees, guys. Look at that. It's all bees, dead. And this whole yard stunk. This stunk like a dead horse. These bees have been, or they're sick right now. They're hammered down, big time. But they are still alive. Hopefully they can recover here. I'm going to put a veil on. The mosquitoes are bad here too. So what? You're living in a swamp. You're living in a Florida swamp, guys. What the hell do you expect? You put some deep woods off on, right? Or you put some thermocells on your body and keep them backed off. You got everything else here too. You got scorpions here. You got every biting critter, crawly, creepy crawly you can imagine in Florida, guys. You got venomous snakes. You got everything in Florida. Oh, guess what? Welcome to Steve-O's world, okay? Just deal with it. Get on the horn. Say, hey, you sons of bitches, you need to get, you mosquito control people, get out here and get this fixed here right now, because I'm getting bit. My little white fluffy woke ass is getting stung out here and bit. Now screw that. Do what I tell. I can still smell death. I can still smell rot here, guys. It's not foul brood either. It's not, my hives aren't dying of foul brood. No. I'm fixing to go through these colonies. I'll give you a report here. Then I got to go over to another yard right over here, just to my southwest. I got another yard. There's only one hive left. I've taken one hive here offline. The rest of these are sick as dogs. And then I've got to go clear on up to Wiki Wachi Preserve. I got one colony up there. One. So anyway, yeah, I've got to get these bees built back up. And that guy's there. He's on the horn now calling. Yeah. All right, guys. I just had him call. I just hit Environmental Florida. They just hit me up here. I've got to make this call, guys. I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, guys. This girl's looking pretty decent. I mean, she needs a little food. There is some food here on that frame right there, so that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. This hive here is coming along, so they haven't died out. I'm just gonna shoot some more food in here just to pump them up, guys. Pump them up a little more. These feeders, guys, these interior feeders, and I like the quart size for your small baby hives, where I'm boring a hole. I think it's a 1 7/8 hole, whatever, in here, and I put a quart jar on here. But I've been buying these, and they're very expensive from Man Lake, and they got what they call a cap and a ladder. It's just, you know, a piece of wood with a deal. But I find it works quite nicely by just shoving some pine needles down in here. Yeah, shove you some freaking pine needles in there, guys. This will really jack these bees up. And I got to get these bees jacked up, guys, before I go in for surgery. I got to go eye surgery on 28th. 2 weeks later, my left eye. That, by the way, is over here. We're going to put $2,000 into this eye, and this one over here, $1,000. Yeah. How nice. How nice, guys. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. What's going on here, guys? This is still open holes. Okay, so we're still beating the crap out of hive beetles here. So they got some food. They got a little food action. These girls are sickly. They're coming on though. They're coming on. What do we got here? Very light hive. I see some food in there. I don't need to dig around. These inspections can go very fast, guys. Yes, they can go very fast. This hive looks really hurting. There is bees down in here. Let me crack this baby. Okay, we'll let that go a week and see how that does. This was a weak hive anyway. One of these hives, and I think it's this one here. No, this is it. TR, no treat. I put TR, no. That's Tim. By the way, that's Tim Robinette. Guys, he gave me a hive that hadn't been treated in 5 or 6 years. Yeah. And what happened is he needed some tree work done, and he wasn't able to get in there and get it done. These hot holes right here, guys, before this mass slaying we had, you see here, we're boiling out with bees. So apparently they've stopped this spraying and overhead assault. So hopefully I can get away with this, you know, continuing on the way I'm going. I'm just hoping the Lord is looking out for old Steve-O. Yes, because I need some help here. I really do. I got a lot of build back And this is going to be built, it's not going to be like Joe's stupidness, build back better plan. No, when I build back, I'm going to build back really nice, okay? Yeah, and it's going to be better, but these people have gotten into my pocket, guys, big time. I mean big time. Freaking stupid county people and their stupid chemicals. People are flipping left-wing psychos. Okay, guys, this is the other yard where I had a major devastation. Had taken out 4 hives here, and this hive is still going. It's weak. It's weak, but it's still going. So that's on autopilot. The deer flies here are just absolutely atrocious. Well, again, welcome to Florida. When you people come down here to Florida, get ready for this action. Get ready for Steve-O's live action. That's all I can tell you. And hey, Indians did it for thousands of years. Why can't Geronimo Steve-O take it, right? Yeah, why can't Geronimo Steve-O take it? Yeah, what am I gonna have now? Look at this, I need a little snack, guys. Steve-O needs a little snack. What is he gonna have? Look at this stuff. Tilla what? Tilla hookah, haka hookah. 0 sugar smoked sausages. Yeah, 0 carbs. 0 artificial nonsense like artificial, let's see, Pasco County pest control, mosquito for stupid people. And yeah, what's in here? We have, let's see, what's in here? We have beef, pork broth, salt, flavorings, cultured celery powder, yada yada. Nothing in here to kill Steve-O, okay? This is so cool, guys. It is so cool. All right, I'm so happy. Apparently these people have backed off. I've got them puckered up. I'm gonna call this guy on the way north. I gotta, oh shoot, we got 15, no, we got more than that. We got about 17 miles to go north to the last yard. So let's get after it. What time is it? Yeah, I need to get after it. It's 10:30 right now, and I've been going since 7 this morning. But I had to stop and BS, and then I gave you a little walk through the park. Normally I can do all this stuff here, knock it out fast. We're only talking a few hives here. But man, do I have to get built back up and build back better. A lot better than Joe, okay? And with this new location I got over here, guys, oh man, Steve-O's gonna be swimming in honey soon, buddy. Let me tell you. Let's start heading north. Okay, guys, I'm heading to my last yard. I may pull this box and bring it back to base camp for a simple fact. I need bugs back in the base camp so I can start building up my situation. I may pull them out and head on back with them. It's a pretty good ride up this way, and if I had a lot of bees up here, it'd be one thing. I think this yard I'm going to is it's a whole salt flat across here, as you can see. Look at a cabbage palm over there, guys. It's just a complete jungle of cabbage palm all the way. The Gulf of Mexico is right over there. You got sawgrass out there. Look at the cabbage palm, guys. I mean, just look at it. Yeah, it's a huge Florida swamp. Okay. Just got off the horn with Nick. Been talking to him. I had to call his office. He was out there at the airplane hangar where the chopper was. I guess they're getting ready for another run tonight with that thing. I guess the phone's ringing off the hook. I told him, I said, listen, this is what we're doing is, if we're doing more harm than good, then you probably should shut the whole operation down. Well, we don't have that many beekeepers. I said, no, they've all died out. I'm getting to be the last. I said, there's a lot of hobbyists. I supply bees to hobbyists. They get in it, and they get frustrated after a while, and they just, who knows, the bees die, whatever. Maybe Maybe they die because somebody flew over them with a helicopter. I don't know. He said, look, I want to be friends with you. And I said, it would be kind of nice if we could all get along. But I said, I said, Nick, let me tell you something. I've got a wife, okay? I don't know if you got a wife or not. Yeah, I got one, he said. I said, I got a wife that says, show me the money. Show me the money. You got to keep them happy. He kind of, yeah, I got one of them too, he says. I says, so, I'm at my landing here. Anyway, seemed like a decent guy. He did seem like a decent guy, guys. I just told him the situation. And I told him, I said, I want a huge, huge buffer between what you're doing and my bees. I want a huge buffer. Well, how much huge you're talking about? I would say at least a half a mile. I'd like to see 3 miles. Well, I have to look at that whole situation, you know, dengue fever and this and that. He started flipping out these diseases and this and that, and telling me what a small amount of insecticide they put out in order to accomplish the mission and yada yada, right? And I told him, I said, it don't matter what amount. He said, I'm putting droplets out smaller than a human hair. I said, well, that human hair, Nick, is killing my stuff. Flat ass killing my stuff. So I get it, he said, I get it. So basically, guys, they are admitting, look at this little beehive here, one little beehive. I don't know if there's any bees in that box or not, but I can see deer flies flying around, waiting for me to get out of this truck, guys. You talk about mosquitoes. This place, these deer flies will lift you out of here. And I'm at the point here, I think I'm gonna put this box on my truck. I've got a guy here, an old timer. He's not in good health, but he just loves bees and he wants to get his beehive started. I tried to help him start. The queen didn't make it back from her mating flight. And I have lost 2 hives here. I had 3 hives on this stand. I've lost 2. This one may be dead. I don't see any bees flying around it. I don't know. If it's dead, I'm just going to throw it on the truck and get the hell out of here. Can't come back here maybe in April, May of next year. There is a ton of saw palmetto. I've got a huge wiki preserve over here. A lot of wild pigs and deer and stuff in it, and forage. This has got a lot of cabbage palm too right here. There's one right there. Now I'm right along the coast. I'm a stone's throw right over here to Gulf of Mexico. Anyway, we had a long discussion. I told him I got to keep my bride happy and show her the money. And he said, I get it, and I want to be friends with you. And he said, as a matter of fact, they're building another taxpayer expense, guys. A brand new building. I can't imagine how much money we're blowing on mosquitoes, guys. Oh boy, I just can't believe how much money we're blowing on mosquito. And he said, well, this dengue, of course, you know, that's a fear factor, right? Dengue, yeah, it's called the bone crushing disease or something. I'm sure there's some bad stuff with mosquitoes. You got malaria and everything else. But welcome to the swamp, guys. Welcome to the swamp. But he said more people would die, but we got a good medical system today. He said the only reason a lot of people aren't dying. I said, well, all I know, I don't want any more of my bees dying. And I've given you guys addresses to all these locations. And I don't want you guys nowhere near it. And that guy that I just picked up a location from, He said, what do you want me to do about the county? Anything I can do? I said, sure can. You call them right now and say, I'm putting bees on my property. I don't want you people nowhere near my place. He said, I'll do it. Now this guy is in the mosquito infested place there is, guys. I said, just don't go out at night. They're here all day. I said, I get it. But you're in a coastal swamp, basically. A mangrove swamp is where you're at. He said, I know, I kind of like it here. He's right on the water too. He can go right and drop his little boat and run out there and catch no fish. But that's the other thing too. I told this Nick fella, I said, you know, I've got a smorgasbord of crops here for my bees. This is a beekeeper's dream down here. And mangroves is one of those crops. And underneath those trees, Nick, are baby fish. And they rely on eating mosquito larvae. And now I understand you guys are throwing some sort of pelletized stuff in. Sir, Steve, what we put it does not harm fish whatsoever. I said, you reckon? All I can tell you, Nick, is I've been fishing since the 50s. And the fish looked like I could walk across them. And the water was alive with fish. We don't have that today. We don't have any of that today. He said, you're going to build this new facility, right? He said, guess what we're going to have there, Steve? Beehives. So they're going to get some beehives put out there. He said, there are some beekeepers in the area that's going to help us a little bit with, showing us how to do bees and this and that. And so that's great. Just don't fly over your own place with your own helicopter and you'll probably be fine. And I said, I want to be friends with you too, buddy. I do. I really do. I really do. And we will be friends. And if you don't kill my bees. And I said, is there any compensation for all the shenanigans you've created? Well, what happens there, we have to get an investigation team out and look at your bees and look at the situation. I don't want any of these federal guys screwing with my beehives, okay, guys? None of them. I told them, I said, Nick, I'll tell you something right now. I'm gonna eat all this crap that's happened. I'm gonna eat it, okay? It's about $4,000 eating here. I'm gonna eat it. But if I get another bee kill, we're bringing an investigation team here. We're going to find out who did what. And we're going after you guys to pay for this nonsense. I get it, Steve. I get it. He says, I get it. I'm sure there's money in their little cookie jar, guys, for nonsense like this. But anyway. All right, I'm going to wrap up this video, guys. I do see some bees flying around here. Hopefully I'll be all right. I'll see you real soon, guys. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting it on. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.